What's going on, everybody? Bored as hell. I don't know if my plans are still on for tonight. I ain't heard back from my homeboy or shit. What else? I can't go nowhere. The engine blocking the truck's badly overheated, so that ain't working. Um, Early this morning, got done and finished season 1 of Dragon Ball Z. It's over. How many episodes I forgot? 39 episodes. And I gotta get the pamphlet out because of for the names, some of the names for the episodes, try to remember them. So I would say, since I'm bored as hell, I don't know if anything's gonna be going on tonight as planned. Truck ain't working, so yeah. So I'm gonna do a review of season 1 of Dragon Ball Z, like I said it did. I'm actually quick when I began it. This last week, actually 2 weeks, I would say it did pretty good. 2 weeks, that actually went through pretty quick. So let's see what we got. So it, for being 39 episodes, was short. But it was longer, and these are the long versions, DVD versions, not TV versions. Like I said, before I get into actual review, TV versions, they were uncut, and it's hard to find the uncut ones because they had so much raw stuff that was great, and I think those were rare to find. These are the long ones. These are the ones you never seen with different lines. I think the original story for it, if I remember correctly. So, with that said, Episode 1, Dragon Ball Z, A New Threat. With no new battles to fight, Goku has begun living a quiet life in the countryside with his wife Chi-Chi and their son Gohan, while Goku makes plans to spend happy day with friends in Master Roshi's island. A powerful new threat is on its way to Earth. The strange alien could spells disaster for Goku's friends. So eventually the new threat, as they're talking about Raditz, if y'all don't know, he was his brother. So like I said, like in Dragon Ball, they were giving out hints along, those who read the manga. I never read the manga. I don't think I would buy the mangas. I like the TV show. So the mangas, people who read the mangas, people who watch Dragon Ball, they were giving out hints about Goku. And, he's not a normal boy. Why is he getting so strong in a short amount of time? And why does he have a tail, and his transformation, and who is he, where did he come from, who's his parents? So we didn't know none of this stuff until everything in Episode 1 Dragon Ball Z, which I will go back and say this again. Actually, no, I won't. Actually, I will when I get to it. You'll see. So, what we learn about him when first Raditz meets Piccolo. Piccolo is in shock how dark Raditz's power level is. And Piccolo's pretty much in shock. Not only is he in shock, he can't believe what power level he felt. And for a while, we didn't know who Raditz was at first when we saw him. We didn't know who Kakarot was until we got more into the episode, and we found out Kakarot is actually Goku. Kakarot is Goku's real name. So Raditz finds his brother Kakarot, or we know him as Goku. So he pretty much explains, okay, where's your tail? That is the true source of your power. helps him transform into the Great Ape. So along the way, we find out he comes from space, planet Vegeta, and Master Roshi told him that his grandpa Gohan found him in a hole in the ground, crashed in a spaceship inside a little tiny pod. Goku was sent to Earth as a baby to destroy it, the humans on it, and wait till he got older for someone to come sell it. So come to find out, he hit his head, he lost his memory, so he didn't know where he came from, what was his real name, and the true nature of his race. So, Raditz just tells him all this. What doesn't make sense to me is, if I can find it, some of these damn movies, I'll tell you guys. So, not it. Not it. Not it. No. What movie? I don't think it's on disc. Okay, I don't have some of the movies. I'm still working on them. But, I think it was... Okay. Y'all remember the first Dragon Ball Z special, Father of Goku? Okay. Raditz tells Goku that their planet got destroyed 3 years ago. Right? Those 3 years ago, he was still an adult, but the story takes place, for the first episode of Dragon Ball Z, 5 years later. But Raditz tells Goku the planet Vegeta has been destroyed 3 years ago. The episode for not the new episode of Bardock. The Bardock, the Father of Goku episode special, where near the end, Goku's launched as a baby from planet Vegeta. So soon as we get to see it kind of launch, there's a battle going on, there's a fight going on as well. Why is it getting destroyed? Now, if you look at the movie Cooler's Revenge, when we first meet Cooler, who was Frieza's brother, we clearly see at the beginning of that movie, you see Goku leaving planet Vegeta as it's getting blown up and destroyed by Frieza, and Goku is still a baby. So he's like, let him go, he's no threat to us. What, all that took place 10 years ago before Dragon Ball. So that's what makes it confusing, because okay, we know Toriyama, the creator himself, said all this takes place before Dragon Ball takes place 10 years ago. As y'all seen in one video, I tried explaining my theories and news about what could be going on. So in one of the interviews, Toriyama has something else he wants to work on for it. Hopefully it goes through, where we're going to see about Goku's mother, Bulma's sister, a scientist, to Earth 10 years before Dragon Ball. So from the the Bardock episode, from the Revenge of Cooler, I would have to say those 2 and 3 things are literally will make sense in canon, because why is it that? Because it doesn't make sense, because Goku left the planet as being destroyed. Raditz comes along and tells him, hey, it was destroyed 3 years ago. It doesn't make sense. I don't think that would ever be cleared up. So with episode 1, we found out everything, and but we haven't found out about the Great Ape thing yet until he fights Vegeta. So not all these episodes are really much as important to me. Some of them I'm going to point out. So episode 2 is really not important. Episode 3, an unlikely alliance, is about... Okay, I'm going to read to you what it's about. Raditz kidnaps Gohan, and unless Goku agrees to forsake his friends and the people of Earth by joining the Sinister Saiyan He may never see his son again. All hope is lost. However, a second alliance guest arrives on the island, and Goku, blah blah blah, forsakes an unlikely alliance. So in other words, that's saying, you guys got pardon my reading, I can't read all that good. I'm a little bit dyslexic, so I gotta try my best. But I do know what the episode's about. I'm just trying to read the description to you guys. So as you guys know, episode 3 of the Unlikely Alliance, Piccolo and Goku team up, and you know they're fighting Raditz through episode 4 and 5, which, you know, they're struggling, right? So by the time of episode 5 is where, you know, Raditz gets killed because Piccolo shoots his special beam cannon through Raditz into Goku. Goku sacrifices his life, and along the way through the sacrifice of his life, Kami has something planned for Goku. So, what do we mostly have planned for Goku? We don't know until we find out around I want to say day 1 episode 7. So, before we get to that, Piccolo takes Gohan in episode 6. No time like the present. So pretty much he takes Gohan to train him because he has capabilities, because Gohan actually released so much damn rage out, like from what he explained to us when he faced himself to defeat Raditz. And, you know, Piccolo puts him through boot camp pretty much. Hard time. Let me see. So he's training him in day 1 of episode 7. Gohan turns into an ape, which we all expected that was to happen, which is in episode 8. So, you know, so along the ways till, you know, well, the darkest day, which is episode 22. So, you know, Gohan's putting through a year of hell. And, you know, so along that way we get a few episodes with Goku. But before we do that, we get to meet Vegeta and Nappa. The first time in around, I think, episode 11, Trail of Horror or Terror. Actually, no, we don't. We actually get to meet them when Raditz dies, but we get to really see more of them around episode 11. And for along that way, you know, they're just traveling and traveling. So around episode 13, you know, we get to see Goku on the other world. He's training with King Kai. He's learning the Kaioken technique. So, and he just has a hell of a time getting there. Like, they just gave him totally hell. It's like, it ain't even funny. He's supposed to be heaven. So, along the way, we learn history about the Saiyans even more from King Kai. And we get to see, you know, pretty much everyone's doing, you know, basically training. We're learning history, which, come to find out, before Planet Vegeta, it was a Planet Tuffles. So before Planet Tuffles, we learned from the Dragon Ball special, Bardock episode, there was a whole other race of beings on the planet with the healing water they use, just like we see in around season 3, pretty much, to season 2. And we don't know how the Tuffles got there, how they developed. We just know they're there. They explain how the Saiyans took that over. And along the way, by when the time begins around episode 23 to 28, the Z Fighters have a hell of a time fighting Nappa And this dude, like, holy hell, we thought this dude was strong. Little did we know along the way, in the Z series, these people are going to get stronger, faster, better, even in the movies. You know, Goku arrives 29, keeps on trying his best all the way till episode 36. And, so around those episodes, he puts it all together in his head about him, like it just hit him like, oh my god, that's me. When he's seen Vegeta change into a grade 8, Goku puts it together in his head, like all the flashbacks, what his grandfather's trying to tell him, and he's like, you know what, never again, I'm going to stop this from happening. I do not want to see my son turn primal. But he talks to Gohan into turning primal to defeat Vegeta, and Goku lets Vegeta go. In the end, he wants them to turn over a new leaf, which he does, which we all see that. So, along the way through the last 3 episodes, we learn about Planet Namek, which we get to see Bulma's focus more upon how do we get there. And we learn that by what we heard from Nappa and Vegeta, and where Piccolo came from. Because Piccolo and Kami knew they had to come from somewhere. They didn't know exactly where. So they said they came from the planet Namek, and they were Namekians. So with them, they always had a special type of gift, and found out any Namekian can build Dragon Balls. But come to find out, somewhere along the line of Wikipedia, you got Warrior Nameks, then you got Healing Nameks. Healing Nameks are the ones that make the Dragon Balls look over and make peace. So, yeah. Warrior Nameks, of course, the ones that fight. Come to find out, Piccolo's not really a Warrior Namek. He's actually a Peace Namek, a healer to make Dragon Balls. Unlike Kami, he's actually a Warrior Namek. Which is kind of weird, because, from Wikipedia, it's Wikipedia. So, they learn about that, they're in shock. And we all think, I can probably get all the way till season 2. When I get to it, which will probably be tomorrow when I start watching it. So, as you guys know, we're learning, and we find out, they're trying to get spaceships to get to Namek, which they do. So Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma begin their journey to Namek. And they run into some trouble, and a group of little damn kids in a spaceship with guns. That's about all we know. So, Sunday, I will be watching Season 2. When I get done with Season 2, I will pick up where this review all this, and reveal more answers, try to go in the best detail I possibly can. And I got all the seasons. I got Season 1 through Season 9. I got all of them. With that said, I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna review the movies. This isn't a movie form, but it's actually episode 1 to the first couple episodes where Goku dies. Saiyan Showdown. Broly, the legendary Saiyan. I'm trying to get all the Dragon Ball Z movies. I got some on VHS, mostly, it's VHS, because this came out during VHS times. Now I'm working on DVD set. I got Barjack, Unbound, Uncut. Ooh. I didn't know they made Uncut. So there's that. Is Broly Uncut? Let me go back and look. I'll tell y'all. Oh, yeah, that's Uncut too. Alright. Wish of the Dragon, Uncut, and Bio Broly Uncut. I wonder if Bio Broly is going to be more better than other Bio Broly from what you're seeing. Which it's weird. This is a 360 jacket, so it ain't the original jacket. It's cool though, because it matches with it. I don't really care much for that, but I'm glad I got it, so I cannot complain at this moment. I got, what else? Okay. And I got 2 Dragon Ball GT DVDs. I like GT series. I'll review that one day. Yeah. So that's that. Not much there. So yeah, this is my review on season 1 of Dragon Ball Z. Somewhat, hopefully around next month, I'll review season 2 of Dragon Ball Z, get my thoughts on that. But I will not be reviewing the movies. I just don't want to. So yeah, this is Cheddar Terry, and I'm out.